Hello, and welcome back to Conversations with Crystal Marie. Thank you for joining me here. And if you're on YouTube, I'd like to invite you, if you enjoy the videos you find here, to subscribe to my channel. It will allow me to create membership and to create more content for you and support you in new and creative ways. Thank you for being here, whether you subscribe or not. So, authenticity and beliefs, our own innate beliefs. We've all been fed, on some level, ideas about what we should believe and how we should behave and ways we should process information. And not all of it is true to each of us. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know that my position on this is whatever takes the least energy for you is probably what is true to you. You'll find that if you are honest with yourself about what you innately believe, and that takes a true path of self-discovery. If you find out what you really innately believe and you live by that, you don't spend a lot of energy trying to decide what to do next or trying to figure out how to say things or how to frame things or which way to go. You'll find that those things just come up naturally because everything you're living by is already true to yourself. So let's look at one that is highly divisive. Life is easy. Now, depending on where you are on your self-discovery journey or on what you already know that you innately believe, that statement will rub you the wrong way, or it will make you breathe easily because you've already been on the path of realizing that, and I've just put into words something that you already innately know and couldn't quite put into words. Now, if you are on the bandwagon, like hardcore, of life is hard and success comes by hard work and all of that, this video probably isn't for you. And a lot of what I share is going to be along these lines, so I want to invite you to truly honor your individual sovereignty and take what resonates and release anything else. So, if you're on the path of realizing either that life really is easy and you're waking up to the reality of it, or realizing that you'd like to shift your beliefs because you're drained and burnt out and overwhelmed and pulled in 1,000 different directions because you've given your time and energy and attention to everybody else. Life is easy might be more than just a nice idea for you. It could probably save your life. Now, to shift your beliefs to something as simple and yet profound as life is easy, you're going to have to be bombarded by the idea that life is easy. So you could start with something as simple as tracking your experience with that, where once you start saying it to yourself and waking up and saying it first thing in the morning or believing it regardless of what else is happening around you, you start seeing it in different situations in your life, right? If you are finding that you really want to get there, you surround yourself with all of the ideas and situations that prove that to you. And you'll find that after a while, you begin to expect it and live by it. And you may have heard this before, but you start moving much like water does. Water does not do hard work. You will also know that water is a force to be reckoned with. It is not powerless. It is quite powerful. And so is anyone who decides that life is easy, because your energy hasn't been lost to anything else. When water moves, it takes the path of least resistance. It goes there, and as it goes, you find it just gets more and more and more energy because of gravity or the other forces that are helping it along. And you'll find the same is true for you in your life, but it all starts here. This is where this first drop of water lands that starts building up the puddle, that builds up the river that begins to flow as easily or not as you allow it to. So this is just a relatively short invitation to allow yourself to believe that life is easy whether it is because you already believe that innately, whether it's because you would like to believe that, because you can see how much more beautiful and fun and enjoyable and relaxing life can be if you believe that. Or if you believe at this point that it could save your life to not spend more energy than you absolutely have to. And having been burnt out and lived with anxiety, I can tell you that sometimes anything that saves your energy is a lifesaver. If that's you, I just want to allow you to invite yourself to hold that space for you. If you have nobody else to do it, it's okay to hold that space for you, to set those boundaries with people and even that inner chatter in your head, that it's okay for you to believe that life is easy, that nothing is wrong with you, you're not kidding yourself, you're not going into la la land. And if you're coming from a scientific or professional background, as I have, it's really hard to stand your ground and say that in the first few moments that you realize it. But I just want you to know that you are not alone in the world believing that and living by it. And wherever I can, I will try to support you with more and more evidence about it. But if you do find other bits of evidence about it, I would love to have you share that in the comments as well. Because there are other people who are like you or me who believe this or want to believe it but can't find the support for it. And just your little bit of sharing could probably save a life in ways that you could not even imagine. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to supporting you in new and creative ways in honoring your individual sovereignty. My name, again, is Crystal Marie Seeley, and I hope you've enjoyed today's conversation. Have a good one.